So, Tommy Robinson has been released. Can you believe that? He finally got some justice. All I have to say is, finally, the Tommy Robinson has come back to the UK. So Tommy Robinson has been released today on bail. Why, you might ask? Unlike the so-called press, such as the BBC, the Sun, Sky News, ex-EDL member gets freed as if it shouldn't have happened. Well, it did happen, and justice was given out. Why was he released? Well, it's quite simple. Legal procedure was incorrect, was failed, was obliterated. So legal justice has to happen for everyone, no matter who you are, no matter where you are from. You see, the rule of law must apply to everyone equally. You must have the right to have legal representation, speak to a lawyer, consider your next move, plead innocent or guilty in court, and have time to do so. I want to say something about Judge Jeffrey Marsden QC. You failed to do your job correctly. You failed to give Tommy Robinson access to his lawyer. You failed to give him time to consider his next actions. You should face criminal proceedings for incompetency, and I hope this will be addressed, because the fact that you sent someone with such a high profile to prison for just commenting on a trial that was going on is unbelievable. And because your incompetence is unbelievable, right? We have had 3 judges during appeal hearing decide over your action. And because Tommy Robinson has been freed, clearly your incompetence has been shown, and you should face criminal charges. So Tommy Robinson has been freed on a technicality, but don't let that sway you. He was freed because the rule of law failed Tommy Robinson. You see, everyone has the right to a fair trial by the current legal system. Everyone has the right to a fair trial. It doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, you're homeless, or you're an MP, or you're a high official in the government. Everyone needs to be treated the same way. Let's talk about the law. In the UK, we have a fantastic legal system. And what that means is, it doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, you're homeless, you're wealthy, you're an MP, you're someone important, you're the Prime Minister. Everyone is accountable to the same standard. So what that means is, in a court of law, you have rights, and those rights need to be protected. And what that also means is you have access to a lawyer, time to consider your actions and what you need to say in court, and time to think about whether you will plead guilty or innocent. Tommy Robinson was robbed of this. He didn't have access to his own lawyer, which is absolutely a travesty of law. You, as a person, must always have time to consider your actions. And this circumstance, despite what the BBC, Sky News, or the Sun are actually telling people on YouTube and the normal press, which Donald Trump calls the fake news, and is absolutely right. All they will tell you is a biased opinion. They will not tell you the truth. They keep going on about the EDL. Tommy Robinson left the EDL a long time ago. He renounced many of his actions within the EDL. He tried to get rid of racists within the EDL. He did the right thing. He was a good person. But every time we hear the press talk about the EDL and Tommy's involvement, whenever the press talk about Tommy Robinson, they refer to him as ex-EDL. Now, he has made strides to move his life on. He tries to bring these heinous rape crimes to the general public. He wants to expose the bad political correctiveness we have. He wants to expose these horrible crimes that the police have failed to deal with. And he is trying to make everyone aware. No, and it's not just the fact that you can call him racist, because he addresses the Sikhs, he addresses the black people in regards to crimes, and he's not a racist. I do not believe he is. So let's see Tommy come out of prison.
Why would I have anything to say to you? All you do is lie.
Come on, Tom.
You've lost. All the main thing that you do is lie. The British public no longer believe you. I've got a lot to say, but nothing to you.
That's it.
To the British public. Hold on, you've lost the faith. All you do is lie.
We grant the extension of time in respect of the finding of contempt in Leeds Crown Court and allow the appeal against that finding for the detailed reasons set out in the judgment, essentially because the process was flawed.
Right, you've just seen him come out of prison. What is he saying? I don't want to talk to you. All you do is lie. This is the press we have. Can you have a balanced argument with the BBC? Can you have a balanced argument with Sky News? Can you have a balanced argument with one of the tabloids, The Sun? No, you can't. Because they will never tell you both sides of the story. All you have to do is listen to BBC Radio or BBC News, and you can hear the rhetoric that ex-EDL member Tommy Robinson has got out of prison somehow on a technicality. But they won't tell you that technicality is, will they? They won't tell you what he was really doing, which was reporting on a rape gang. And the fact of the matter is, they were guilty. Let's not forget about this. So Tommy Robinson was released, right, because the law was flawed. And he has been released, and we should all be thankful. Here I have a few documents for you to look at regarding the case notes. Have a look. It is quite interesting reading. So the last thing I have to say to you guys out there is, free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson!